welcome to Super Veil Sews. My name's Sarah. Thanks for joining me today for day 23, the penultimate day of Vlogmas. I have my usual 2 advent calendars. It's the last day of my sewing advent calendar swap calendar today, and I have day 23 of Fabric Godmother. And I also had a bit of a delivery yesterday of some things for a secret project. I can't share with you what the pattern is, but I thought I could show you the fabric. So the main fabric is from my stash, and I've received a nice lining fabric as well. Now it's already been not the most ideal start to today. So I went round to my friends last night and had the best time. I had some videos at the end. We had like a lovely dinner, and then we played some board games and just chatted and stuff. It was really, really fun. But yeah, I got back to the car and my purse had been stolen from the car, which I'd forgotten my purse was even in there. I would not normally leave it in there, but I put it in the glove compartment after going to the petrol station, and I'd forgotten it was in there. And when I came back to the car, I was like, oh, the glove compartment's open. And yeah, my purse had been stolen. And also I had an M&S sandwich on the front seat that I was going to have today. They stole my sandwich, so that's also quite upsetting. But it's fine. It's more of a faff than anything else. It's like I've had to cancel my cards, so now I don't have access to any of my cards, and my driver's license was in there, so I have to cancel that, and now I have to keep an eye out for like fraudulent activity and things like that. So it's an inconvenience more than anything else. I've been through all of the steps that you're recommended in terms of reporting it here, there, and wherever. So yeah, so now I've just got to wait for things to turn up. Luckily, I had done all of my Christmas shopping, and also I'd done like the Christmas food shop. I did that yesterday morning, so I'm glad I didn't put that off now. And I put some petrol in my car yesterday, so I've had to cancel. I was supposed to be going up to London again today to see a friend of mine. I've had to cancel that because I obviously don't have access to any cash or anything. And yeah, so I've got an unexpected day at home, which it's a shame. Me and my friend I was meeting, we have like a tradition at the end of every term. We meet and go for a drink, we just chat, and it's like nice. So it's a real shame not to do that. But it means I get a bit more time to, I don't know whether I might start prepping some food for Christmas Day today, so I don't have to do so much tomorrow. I might just do some sort of sorting and tidying. I might do a bit of sewing. Yeah, but it's just been a faff. And I had such a nice evening. I think luckily when I called the non-emergency police number up, because you have to basically report, because of the license thing, if there is any fraudulent activity, you need to have a record of having reported it. So yeah, so I had to call the police, and they were really helpful. And they were very like, look, people are just opportunistic and it happens, and just don't. Because I was like, oh, why did I do this and why did I do that? But it's just what happens. But it's just a bit annoying. But there you go. Yes, anyway, so that's been the start of my day, and I now have this unexpected day at home. So I'm gonna go and have a nice breakfast. I'm just gonna work it out as I go. But yeah, I don't really know what today's gonna bring. So we shall see. Hopefully an improvement. I also had to drive this morning because Nathan, my husband, had forgotten some of the cables and stuff he needed for his work computer and phone and stuff. So I've driven up there to where he works, and driven back again, and now I'm just back in the house trying to work out what I'm going to do with my day. So let's see what transpires. Anyway, advent calendars. Let's start with Fabric Godmother. Feels very light, this box, and it makes no noise. It's like, is there anything in there? Like literally no noise at all. Oh, it's just a couple of labels. Right, okay. So, oh, they're cute. So it's a pair of Fabric Godmother labels, own brand ones. They say handmade, and then on the back, FG. These are very pretty. And the hand has like a little, I don't know if you can see on here, the hand has like a little eye in the middle. I'm not sure if that will focus. Cool, those are cute. I do always wish with the labels, I always wish there were more than 2. I feel like 2 isn't very much. But yes, pretty little labels, that's nice. Very good. I wonder what's going to be in 24, day 24. The one thing, because I didn't get the calendar the first year, and they had this Tatty Divine sewing machine necklace, and I would have loved that. Would have loved it. The thing is, I could just buy one, and I haven't bought one, and I don't know why. I could just buy myself that necklace, and then instead of lusting after it. But yeah, I'm interested. I think last year they had a seam ripper in the last day. It was a really good quality, like nice one. But I was a bit underwhelmed for the last day, so I just wanted something. I mean, it was much nicer than any of the other seam rippers I had, but I think maybe if it had something, it was like wooden. It was very tasteful, and I like things that are a bit more brash. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, day 12, the last day of my sewing advent calendar. My sewing swap, my sewing advent calendar swap. Sorry, my words are all over the place. Yes, so I'm excited to see this. I've so enjoyed doing it, so I want to thank Sam, a Sequin Girlie, again for organising it and for providing my advent calendar. And to all of the other vloggers, there are 6 of us in total who have been vlogging about this and who have created advent calendars and swapped them. So yeah, it's been great. What a great idea. Okay, cute. Oh, that is such a coincidence. Right. Okay, so there are 2 things in here. Absolutely lovely. So there is a bias tape by the Specky Seamstress that says, "Sewing is my superpower," and has little scissors on it. I did a Specky Seamstress bias binding in the advent calendar that I sent that had little doggies on it. That is so cute. Love that. Love a fun bias binding. And then, you know, I was just talking about the necklace. She's only gone and put a bloomin' a necklace in. Again, it's from Becky's Sewing Studio, and it's like a little pink leopard print button on a silver chain. I love that. That's so funny that I was just talking to you about a necklace, and then there's a necklace in my thing. What cute gifts. That advent calendar has been the gift that keeps on giving. It's been so great. I'm sort of sad it's over because it's been so much fun. So yes, thank you again, Sam, and excuse me, and Fabric Godmother. I'm enjoying my calendars. Great stuff. Okay, so I had a delivery from Jenny Stitches the other day. I had a couple of patterns that I wanted. Well, one I needed to get printed, which is one I can't share with you because that's for a collaboration that's currently a bit of a secret. And another pattern that I've been thinking I might want to sew up in the new year. So the pattern that I want to sew up in the new year is the Juniper Dress, which is by Tiana Herring, which is her first pattern. I don't know if you've seen this, but it looks so cool. It's got like a zip up the front. It's quite like utilitarian, but I think in a way that's really good on like curvy plus size fat bodies. Everyone I've seen looks amazing in it, so I'm really excited to make that. I have quite a few different corduroys, so I'm hoping to use a corduroy. Yeah, so that's one of the things that I was thinking I might make in the new year. I think it was inspired by a ready-to-wear dress that didn't come in bigger sizes, and I love that because it just feels very, the design feels very contemporary, so I'm really excited to make that. Now, the other bits I've got are all things for this project that I can't tell you about, but I thought I could show you some of the bits I have for it. So because it's the pattern that I can't share. So I've got like a zip in the order and some black bias binding, not too interesting. Now the main fabric is going to be a fabric from my stash that I bought from Rainbow Fabric absolutely ages ago, and it is this textured rose fabric. So it's like it's almost like ribbons have been sewn, like swirled up and sewn on all over to create this sort of rose texture. So that's the main fabric. I've not got a clue what the base is. I bought this so long ago, and I've been sort of waiting for the right project, and I've suddenly decided like this is the right project. So I'm making a plain black dress. This does not happen often, but I struggle with plain fabrics. Yeah, I struggle sometimes to pick them, but I like them always to have something texturally that's interesting. And obviously with this, it has these 3D roses, you can sort of see there. So it is very much 3-dimensional. So that's going to be the main dress. And then the lining I've selected, which from Jenny Stitches, this is a viscose acetate lining. Feels lovely and soft. It is purple. I think that's really pretty with a nice sort of almost, it's not really paisley, it's just like a sort of floral leaf pattern on it. But that feels really nice and soft, and I think I'll probably have a little bit left over maybe, so I can use that on some other bits. So that was the order I had from there. So I have a few things that I need to be working on in terms of like brand things that I'm making in the new year. So I've sort of got to get on that, but I'm hoping for the next couple of days that I can just do some fun sewing. And then after Christmas, I'm going to be on two things: doing my tax return and getting on top of the brand partnership things that I'm supposed to be making. Yeah, I am excited. It's definitely the thing I'm working on for January. There are definitely things that I've not done before. So I'm excited. I'm a little bit nervous. Yeah, so I need to just sort of prepare myself for that. It's definitely going to be a longer term project. I don't have that long because there's a deadline, but I'm going to just try and do it bit by bit and not get too overwhelmed. So yes, anyway, I've wrapped it on for 11 minutes without having sewn a single stitch today, so that's good. I'm going to just see how the day pans out, to be honest, because it's, as I said, it's not the day that I planned, but I'm sort of going to be stranded at home for the next few days because I don't have my cards or anything. So yeah, I'm hoping I can get lots done here and get things sort of sorted in the house and get some sewing done and just try and have a nice time leading up to Christmas. So yes, let's see how the day progresses. I'll see you later. Bye. So my first Christmas Day dish is done. There's cheese absolutely everywhere. The cauliflower cheese. I'm doing all the side dishes. Nala, quite interested in the cauliflower cheese. And next up, I think I'm going to do braised red cabbage. I'm using a Delia Smith recipe. So I'm just going to try and work through. I'm hoping I can get maybe 3 things pre-done today. And then I can move on to do some other stuff. But that's my plan, to try and get 3 things done and then to try and do a bit of cleaning up. Nice. Braised red cabbage, about to go in the oven for 2 hours. And here is the finished braised red cabbage, which is just cooling down while I make some brownies for Nathan to take to work. Hello everyone, I thought I'd check in again before the end of the day. Well, it's still, I mean, the light, I have to have my lights on because it's a bit dark, but it's still a bit light outside. So it's ended up being a nice, relaxing sort of cooking prep day. So this then buys me a bit more time on Christmas Eve tomorrow, when I thought I was just going to be cooking all day. So today what I've made is the cauliflower cheese, braised red cabbage, and then I've made some more Oreo brownies for Nathan to take into work. And I think that means that tomorrow I just have to do, I'm going to peel and parboil all the potatoes, which are then going to be roasted on Christmas Day. And I need to make the dessert, which is going to be a Black Forest roulade. Now, it's only very faintly a roulade. I've made roulades a few times before, and I never really get them to roll. They just sort of collapse on each other. I don't know what the gift is that makes them roll, but I think it's probably to do with you just have to cook the sponge for like the exact right amount of time, and then you do this thing where you put like a damp tea towel on top. And I just think if you've overcooked it slightly, it still cracks when you try and roll it. But the taste, the flavour is still great. I just don't want to get anyone's hopes up that it's going to look like a roulade as we know it, because it's not. But it'll taste banging, I think. I hope. So yeah, that's obviously the most involved thing I'll be making probably. So I'm doing that tomorrow. And then everything else, I think the other things I'm making, like roasted root vegetables, Brussels sprouts, pigs in blankets and the stuffing balls. And then Nathan's doing turkey and the gravy and the Yorkshires. But yeah, so pretty much everything that I haven't already made or that I'll be doing tomorrow, everything else will just be a case of like easy prep on the day. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. It'll be nice. Me and Nathan have got quite good at doing Christmas dinners. We've cooked a few times together now for Christmas dinner for people, and I feel like we've got a good routine. So I'm quite looking forward to that. So now I have a bit more free time tomorrow. I'm hoping to give you a little tour of the sewing room, but also some other parts of the house. A few people have asked over the last couple of months to see more of the house because we had it redone. So I won't spend loads of time on it, but I'll just give you a glimpse of some of the parts of the house. And we've got some nice Christmas decorations that we've picked up from various places we travelled to, so I thought I could maybe show you a couple of those as well. So that's my plan for tomorrow, and then if I can be bothered tonight, I might cut something out so I can just do a quick win so tomorrow. I feel like that's where my head's at. I didn't sleep well last night because I got home so late, and then I was like stressing about my purse. So yeah, so I feel like it might be an early night tonight. And yeah, and then a nice chill day tomorrow. I think I told you I had the best bath of my life the other day. And then when I went to see my friend yesterday, he gave me the bath bomb that I'd used the other day from Lush. He'd bought me the same bath bomb again. So I feel like I can relive my bath time dream on Christmas Eve. So I'm quite excited about that. Yeah, so sorry it's not been the most exciting penultimate day. It's been a bit of a weird one today, I feel, but it's actually ended up being quite nice being in the house and just having to keep things simple. I was looking forward to going up to London again today, but alas, it was not to be. And yeah, I think I'm trying to just enjoy some quiet time. Some of the work things I have going on and other things I have going on in the new year, like the sort of thoughts of that are starting to bubble up a bit now, as well as my tax return, which is the worst part of every year. So yeah, I just want to enjoy a couple more days of just trying to be a bit more zen and then get into the mode for next year. So I'd love to know, have you got any plans for next year? I'll be doing I've got a few vlogs planned for for the end of this year and the start of next year, about things that are like sort of reviewing some things from this year and then looking forward to the next year. But I'm interested to know, like, are you someone who likes to plan for the next year? Do you like to just keep things a bit more organic? I don't, for example, tend to do the make 9 because I did it the first year that I was sewing, the first new year, and I don't think I made a single thing on that list. I just think so many occasions come up or like new patterns come up, and by the end of the year what I've wanted to sew is often so different from what I have at the start of the year. But I do like to do my top 9, although this year I think it might have to be a top 10 because I sort of pre-prepped it the other day. I checked and I made the list and made the graphic, and then one of the posts I've posted since then has beaten them all, so I'm going to have to redo it. But then I feel bad for number 9 because it's one I love, so I might make it top 10. So yeah, that'll be one of the videos, is looking back on my top 10 most popular makes, so the ones that have had the most likes and interactions on Instagram. And then I've got some about sewing resolutions. I've got all sorts of things planned. So I would love to know what you are thinking in terms of the new year, how you're feeling about it, how you're feeling about your sewing for next year. Are you going to just keep doing what you're doing, or are there things, are you going to make resolutions? Like, I'd love to know. Please do let me know if you had any thoughts on that. And yeah, I will see you tomorrow for the last day of Vlogmas, and I'm going to try and make it a good one. All right, thanks so much for watching, guys. See you tomorrow. Bye.